Numbers chapter 5. Adonai said to Moshe, "Order the people of Israel to expel from the camp everyone with za'arat, everyone with a discharge, and whoever is unclean because of touching a corpse. Both male and female you must expel. Put them outside the camp so that they won't defile their camp where I live among you." The people of Israel did this and put them outside the camp. The people of Israel did what Adonai had said to Moshe. Adonai said to Moshe, "Tell the people of Israel, when a man or woman commits any kind of sin against another person and thus breaks faith with Adonai, he incurs guilt. He must confess the sin which he has committed, and he must make full restitution for his guilt. Add 20% and give it to the victim of his sin. But if the person has no relative to whom restitution can be made for the guilt, then what is given in restitution for guilt will belong to Adonai, that is, to the Kohen, in addition to the ram of atonement through which atonement is made for him. Every contribution which the people of Israel consecrate and present to the Kohen will belong to him. Anything an individual consecrates will be his own, to allocate among the Kohanim, but what a person gives to the Kohen will belong to him." Adonai said to Moshe, "Tell the people of Israel, if a man's wife goes astray and is unfaithful to him, that is, if another man goes to bed with her without her husband's knowledge, so that she becomes impure secretly, and there is no witness against her, and she was not caught in the act, then if a spirit of jealousy comes over him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she has become impure, or for that matter, if the spirit of jealousy comes over him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she has not become impure, he is to bring his wife to the Kohen, along with the offering for her, 2 quarts of barley flour on which he has not poured olive oil or put frankincense, because it is a grain offering for jealousy, a grain offering for remembering, for recalling guilt to mind. The Kohen will bring her forward and place her before Adonai. The Kohen will put holy water in a clay pot, and then the Kohen will take some of the dust on the floor of the tabernacle and put it in the water. The Kohen will place the woman before Adonai, unbind the woman's hair, and put the grain offering for remembering in her hands, the grain offering for jealousy, while the Kohen has in his hand the water of embitterment and cursing. The Kohen will make her swear by saying to her, "If no man has gone to bed with you, and if you have not gone astray to make yourself unclean while under your husband's authority, then be free from this water of embitterment and cursing. But if you have in fact gone astray while under your husband's authority, and become unclean, because some man other than your husband has gone to bed with you, then the Kohen is to make the woman swear with an oath that includes a curse. The Kohen will say to the woman, 'May Adonai make you an object of cursing and condemnation among your people by making your private part shrivel and your abdomen swell up. May this water cause the curse go into your inner parts and make your abdomen swell and your private parts shrivel up.' And the woman is to respond, 'Amen, amen.' The Kohen is to write these curses on a scroll, wash them off into the water of embitterment, and make the woman drink the water of embitterment and cursing. The water of cursing will enter her and become bitter. Then the Kohen is to remove the grain offering for jealousy from the woman's hand, wave the grain offering before Adonai, and bring it to the altar. The Kohen is to take a handful of the grain offering as its reminder portion and make it go up in smoke on the altar. Afterwards, he is to make the woman drink the water. When he has made her drink the water, then, if she is unclean and has been unfaithful to her husband, the water that causes the curse will enter her and become bitter, so that her abdomen swells and her private parts shrivel up, and the woman will become an object of cursing among her people. But if the woman is not unclean but clean, then she will be innocent and will have children. This is the law for jealousy, when either a wife under her husband's authority goes astray and becomes unclean, or the spirit of jealousy comes over her husband and he becomes jealous of his wife. Then he is to place the woman before Adonai, and the Kohen is to deal with her in accordance with all of this law. The husband will be clear of guilt, but the wife will bear the consequences of her guilt."